Yay! All right, guys. All right, see, this is why we can't have fun. It is the beginning of the year. It is January. I actually don't know. It's sometime in January when I'm seeing this, or when you're seeing this. What? So what we're gonna pretend to do is not see the frosting that's on my face. That's a hate crime. Are we serious? It's sometime in January when you are seeing this. Listen, it's still the beginning of the year. I think the beginning of the year is like January to March. So this all qualifies. So I'm gonna be telling you guys my beginning of the year TBR, what I think I'm gonna be reading, what I think I'm going to be into this year. I'm really thinking I'm really thinking I'm going to be into fantasy romance, romantasy as they call it. Yeah, I think I'm really heading towards that genre at the moment. I'm looking at buying books, which I don't know if I should be doing that right now. Nah, because my professor just emailed me saying
a successful college student is one that is ahead.
So maybe instead of reading, I have to get to the other books. I have to start doing chemistry. I have to start doing biology again. Gotta learn some, what is that called? I almost called it ethics. I clearly need to go back to school anyway, but I'm going to be showing you guys what I think I'm going to be reading, what I think I'm going to be into, what I want to read. So yeah, first book we have on our list. I'm going to say the first few books as like priority reads. Saint by Adrienne Young. I'm not going to get into this because you guys already know, if you watch the channel, you already know how I feel about Adrienne Young, and you know how I feel about this. You already know how I feel about this series. I gotta finish it, and this is kind of the last book. There is another book coming out in February. I'll get to that when I get to that. I'll tell you guys about that. But this is Saint. This is Fable's father, and I don't know if I want to read it like before I go back to school or not. I don't know when I should read this. I'm excited because Saint's such a complex character. His love for Aisaddle is something I've never seen. Like, he is really enamored by her, and ooh, that's a spoiler. Wait, can I say that? I think I can say that. Aisaddle passes away in Fable. No, she doesn't pass away in Fable, but like she's dead. She's not, oh my god, she doesn't die, but like when we're reading Fable, we find out that her mother is no longer with us, right? And I would just love to find out the love between Saint and Aisaddle, because it just seems so like extraordinary. And we learn in Namesake how do you say, like, what's the word?
Dangerous?
Almost their love was. It just seems so much fun. I just need to read this. Bottom line, no newsies. Thank you. I am a musical theater. I am a theater nerd. No, I'm not. I remember I told someone I really love Broadway, and they said, oh, have you seen X, Y, and Z? And I'm like, nah. So, like, am I really a musical theater buff, or do I just like the popular musicals, right? Anyway, we're gonna continue. What's next? Oh, I need my thing. I'm spending too much time talking. How am I 5 minutes in and I showed one book? Come Back Love by Pierre Golden. I got this for free at a little book thing that my high school was holding when I was in high school, and I was going to pick this up earlier in January, and I saw that this had very short chapters, and it was also a very short book, and I was like, oh, this is something I could be into. But then I picked up a different book, Defy the Night, which defied my impressions. What? Like, that book is so good, and we'll get to that. But yes, I want to read this because this is, look, it's like snowing, it's like winter, maybe it's Christmas time. I know Christmas is over, but like, this seems fun. It doesn't seem fun, actually. I don't know, this seems like a hug. I don't know if you guys ever experienced this, but the font and also the setting and descriptions, how the author is describing everything, it just sometimes just feels nostalgic. Like, I feel like I'm stepping into a home in a suburban town, and it's very like woody, and it's very decorated, feels lived in. There's like how did I get that from this? Next. Okay, this is very like March. I can see me reading this in January. Actually, I don't know if I can see myself reading this in January. But we have Sky in the Deep by Adrienne Young. Wow, I'm gonna get sick and tired of saying her name, but I love her. Sorry. This is Vikings. If there's something I'm gonna like, it's books taking place at sea, nautical vibes, and low-key like the village life. Like, I understand I'm not rooting for Vikings because, girl, they would have killed me. I would not. They would have killed me if I came across a Viking. But minus like the potential hate crime that I could be dealing with if I met with a Viking, I'm intrigued with the story. This is like, what is that, Norse mythology? And if anyone's going to do it right, I trust Miss Young. Then we have Uncultured. This is another book I tried to read in December for my 2023 reading goal for Goodreads. I tried to read this, but I was just like, you know what? I don't know. I'm gonna pick this up after I read The Last Legacy. didn't do that, but this seems interesting, of course. That's why I have it. It's about cults. We all know that I love cults. I love reading about cults. I don't know, informing myself, because it's just such a crazy topic to me. Anyway, but yes, this is about a girl. Have I explained what any of these books are about? No. But anyway, this is about a girl who is born into a cult called The Family, and she details her life there, and then she escapes, and then she enrolls herself. She's literally a queen. Like, I have never seen someone slay and queen this hard. Are you serious? Girl, what's her name? Daniela? That's my girl. Anyway, so she enrolls herself in high school. She gets an education. She's in college, I think. I don't know. But then she joins the military, and then why is the military a cult? What? Daniela, explain. Thank you. Now we're in February, Black History Month. I love doing Black History Month readathons, and this is one of the books I want to read really bad. Davenport's by Crystal Marquise. I keep bringing this on my channel, and I keep not reading it. So I'm hoping this time I can actually read it. It just looks so much fun. Polished glamour, a world shadowed by painful reckonings. I think this is the book for me. Then I have my last few physical books. We have Firecreeper's Daughter by Angeline Boonley. I think this might be my next read because I was just looking at it and there's nothing I love more. It's looking at my bookshelf and seeing a book that's been there for a millennium, and I completely forget what it's about. I completely forget why I even bought it, and I pick it up and I'm like, Lord have mercy. I'm a genius for buying this. The author is a genius for writing this. How did I let this sit on my shelf without me reading this and experience this for so long? That's the best part about reading to me. So I think this might have to be the next read. Thank you. Native American. I love the cover, and it's about a mystery. Girl, why is Donis become a member of the FBI? That's the vibes I'm getting. Then we have Cleopatra and Frankenstein by Coco Mellor. So this is about, I know it's about this girl getting married to this man, and it's dealing with like some immigration. Like, she marries this older man so she can get her green card so she can stay in the States, and they rush into this marriage, and their friends are drawn to a tumultuous orbit. What began as a chance meeting will change their lives forever. So this is giving a marriage of convenience. Now, of course, it's not like Marriage of One vibes where it's like, oh my god, can they kiss? Like, no, I feel like this is going to be very much literary fiction-esque. It's going to have a deeper meaning. It's going to make me cry potentially, and I'm okay with that. So then I have my little notebook, and I have what else I want to read that I don't have with me. So let's get into it. Kingsmen. I actually meant to say this second, but girl, I forgot. But Kingsmen, we have to finish the series. I don't know if it's going to be, it has to be sometime soon. I have to finish it. That's literally it. Then we have Titan Drift, which is coming out in February. This is actually like, I don't know, because Adrienne Young had already put out Drift, and I already read that. Then I was going to reread that so I could prepare for Titan Drift, but then I started reading into it because I was just so excited, and I was like, wait, I already read Drift, so this is really me reading Tides. Why did she put out Drift? Like, I'm so confused by that. But anyway, I'm not gonna reread Drift. I'm just gonna read it whenever the book comes out. Then we have Sinners Anonymous. I've been really craving a mafia book ever since Twisted Lies. Twisted Lies is not a mafia book, but like, I don't know what it is, but like, I want to read a mafia book. It just gave me mafia vibes. I think it might have been because he was rich. I'm not entirely sure. But if you guys have any mafia romance recommendations, slide them to me. I need to know. Okay, so then we have a few more new releases. Defend the Dawn. This is the second book in the Defy the Night series, and I have a new crack. I have a new addiction to this series. I just randomly picked this up and I actually fell in love. So I actually need to buy this now, and I actually have to read it as soon as possible. And I'm actually upset that I don't have the second book with me. I have checked my local Target, Barnes & Noble, and anywhere else I can get books to see if they have this book in stock, and they don't. So what is that saying? They hate me. So you hate happiness. You hate seeing girls being happy. Then we have Where Sleeping Girls Lie. This is coming out in March 19th, and this is the same author that wrote Ace of Spades, and I really enjoyed that. And so why wouldn't I enjoy this? I gotta read it. And I've been anticipating this book for so long. It was supposed to come out in 2023, I think, but now it's coming out now, which is fine. And that's it. I think this is a good group of books to start out the year with. Things I'm excited about, things I want to read about. And yeah, so let me know what you guys want to read in the beginning of the year, and I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see you in the next one.